welcome back to my channel. Today I have brought you another glittery sort of makeup look. I don't really know what to call this. I feel like it's a very evening glam makeup look, especially for the winter. I think it's perfect. I hope you guys like it, and if you're interested in knowing how I achieved it, then please keep on watching. Hi guys, to get started with this makeup look, of course I'm going to start with an eyeshadow base, and I'm going to start doing my eye makeup first because I had a feeling that I was going to work with dark eyeshadows and glitter, but I wasn't sure, so I decided to play it safe and start with the eye makeup. And as always, I'm using the Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. This stuff is the bomb as an eyeshadow base. It really makes your eyeshadows stand out and it prevents them from creasing, cracking, breaking, you guys know. Now taking this metal palette from Kat Von D, I'm taking the shade Bone, which is just a matte white eyeshadow, and I'm just going to run that over soft ochre because soft ochre has a little bit of a stickiness finish to it, which I don't like, and it makes blending really hard. So by applying this eyeshadow, it takes the stickiness away, and when I apply my eyeshadows to blend them, they blend so good. They blend like butter. They just so creamy and smooth. So that's a really good tip. And now I'm just going to take this nice brown super light eyeshadow, and this is called Suede, again from the same palette, and I'm just going to apply that all over the crease, and this is going to be my transition shade. Now picking up Stone eyeshadow, which is just a gray color, I'm just going to apply that right on that socket on the outer V of the eye with a really tiny small brush, and then I'm going to apply that on the inner V of the eye, again with the same tiny brush. You want to make sure you're using very small brushes for this makeup look because it can easily go overboard, and that's exactly what happens when I start doing makeup. So I decided to play it safe using small brushes, so I have a lot more control on how much I'm blending and how far I'm blending. So as you can see here, I'm using an even smaller brush to blend those outlines that we just created, and then now I'm just going to do the exact same process literally like 10 times in one eye. I little by little started building up the outline that I have, again with the only Stone eyeshadow, the gray eyeshadow, and it did really take a long time. But the key in this makeup look is blending, so make sure you're blending and you have patience for it and time. So finally, when I decided that that was dark enough, I went back in with an even darker eyeshadow, which is a black eyeshadow called Jet. And I'll just repeat the exact same process we did earlier. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because I'm slowly building up this product little by little. I want to play it safe because it's so much easier to add some product rather than just taking it off. And no joke, you guys, just take your time. I'm not kidding. This is only a second of the amount of blending and building up that I did. But anyways, once I finally got that black really nicely on the inner and outer corner of the eyes, I pick up my jumbo pen, and this one's in the shade Milk, and I'm just going to apply that on the areas that we didn't apply any black eyeshadow, and this is going to be a base for my Glitz eyeshadow that I'm using from the same palette. And this one is a little bit, it's almost white, but it has a nice pink undertone, so it's like a pinkish, like a super baby pink. And I'm just going to apply that all over the areas that I apply the NYX Jumbo Pen. And then now I'll go in with Tinsel, and this is a little bit of chunky glitter, so it really needed a base in order for it to stand out. So that's why I apply Glitz, so it serves as a base and it makes Tinsel stand out so much better. And now with this glitter glue and this glitter from It's Cosmetics, you guys know that I'm really in love with these glitters. I'm just going to apply a layer of glue. First, let it get tacky, almost dry but not quite, and then start to apply the glitter on top just in the center of the eye, just so that light reflects even more, and then we have a lot more attention in that area. Now I'm just taking this Annabelle Skinny Brow Pencils, and these are in the shade Universal Dark and Universal Light. I have to do my eyebrows. I don't know why I didn't fill them from the beginning, but anyways, in order to finish my eye makeup look, I have to have my eyebrows done. And what I'll do is I'll fill in the beginning of my brow using the Universal Light brow pencil, and then I'll fill in the rest with the Universal Dark, just because I want a nice gradient for my eyebrows. I want them to go from light to dark and have a nice gradient. And then I just go back in with the end of the brush, which is like a mini comb, and then I just comb my hairs, and this also makes the products blend even more, giving you a super more natural look. And then now it's time to carve out my eyebrows, and for that I'm using the MAC NC25 Studio Fix Concealer. And as you guys know, this is a must step for me. It cleans up your eyebrow, it makes it so sharp, and it completely just changes the whole look of it, which I dig. So once I finish doing my eyebrow, I go back with a stone and a small brush. I'm just going to start dabbing that in where the glitter meets the black eyeshadow, where the lines meet. And this is going to blend them even more, so that way there's not a harsh line between the silver eyeshadow and the black eyeshadow. And this really blends the eye look seamlessly, and then it completely gets rid of any harsh lines. And now I'm taking Nylon by MAC. This is just a nice frosted eyeshadow, and I'm just going to apply that on the highest point of my eyebrow just to balance out the highlight on the eye and then the rest of the face that we're going to apply later. And I'm also going to apply that on the tear duct area. Following that, I'm just going to use any black eye pencil, and I'll just apply that on my bottom and upper waterline. For lashes today, I'm using Queen Bee by Coco Lashes. You guys know I've been obsessed with these. And as always, I place them on the center of my eye, and then I move to the outer corner and I place them as close to my lash line as possible. And then I move into the inner corner, and this is about it. It is super easy to apply eyelashes using this technique, but you do you use the technique that works best for you. And yeah, we're ready to go flying away with these lashes. Bye! Now with any makeup remover wipe, I'm just going to clean the fallout, which I didn't have any at all. I only had a tiny little bit. And then now I'm just going to start applying this Makeup Forever primer, which is also a pore filler, which leaves a nice smooth finish for the foundation to go on. So basically I'm just going to apply that on the T-zone because that's my problem areas and also where I have a little bit of larger pores. For foundation today, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible in the shade 105. I have been obsessed with this foundation, you guys. I'm just really obsessed, and I have been since it came out. So anyways, I'm obsessed with the coverage and the color, everything, the finish. It's just so good, and my skin is doing so much better right now. The acne is almost gone, and my skin is just getting so much better. My acne routine has been incredible, and I'm just so glad that my skin is going back to normal. Anyways, once I applied a full layer of the foundation, I will go back in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is in the shade 10. And all I'm doing here is I'm covering up the dark circles that the foundation didn't fully cover. But that's it. That's all the concealer I'm going to be using. Like I said, my skin is doing amazing. Now I'm using this True Match L'Oreal powder, and it's translucent powder. I gotta say, I'm very surprised on how good this powder is. I was so scared to use it because I was scared of the flashback. I was scared it was gonna dry me out. I've been really careful with what I put on my face now since I broke out. So I have nothing but good news with this powder. It's amazing. And I'm just going to set the under eyes because that's the area where my makeup creases. And now it's time to do some bronzing. I'm gonna be using the Hard Candy bronzer. It's a mineralized bronzer, and I'm just gonna bring back a little bit of color, depth, and definition to my face by applying this bronzer on the hollows of the cheeks, on the sides of the forehead, on the forehead, and on the jawline. I literally did a very light hand of bronzer today, which I don't know why, but I actually really liked it. Now I'm just going to apply some blush. Today I'm using Berry Amore by Milani, another mineralized blush. I love their blushes. It's incredible. They're just so amazing. And I'm just going to apply that on the apples of the cheeks just so I get a nice healthy glow, or color in quotation marks. And now I'll just set all my makeup using the Maybelline setting spray, which is the exact same as L'Oreal. I see no difference whatsoever. And then before it dries out and while it's still sticky, I'm going to go back in with my Golden Soleil highlighter from JCat. And I'm just going to apply that on my regular areas, which are the highest points of my cheeks in a C shape, and then the Cupid's bow, the chin, the tip of the nose, and the bridge of the nose. As you guys know, I always have to contour my nose, and lately I've been only using the bronzer from Wet n Wild, and I just do two simple lines on the sides of my nose, and then I blend them out with my brush from Smashbox, and then I blend them out even more with my fingertips. I'm applying a little bit of that powder from Wet n Wild, and I'm just going to focus that right underneath the eyes because the L'Oreal powder only set the under eye. It didn't give me any highlight because it's a translucent powder, but that's why I'm going to be adding this one from Wet n Wild because I want that area very highlighted. You guys know I'm all about that life. And now for the bottom waterline, I'll just smoke out some of that stone eyeshadow, the grade eyeshadow, underneath the lash line. And then I go back in with Jet, which is the black eyeshadow. But I'm just going to really tightly pack that on the lower lash line as close to my lash line as possible. I don't want to smoke out the lash line so much because I want all the focus to be on the upper lid. And of course, some mascara. And then now for the lips, I'll be using the Oak Lip Liner by MAC, and I'm just going to line and fill in my lips. Then I will take the Lingerie Liquid Lipstick from NYX, and this is in the shade Honeymoon, and I'll just apply that on the center of the lips. And lastly, I'm going to be taking 02 Porcelain Doll Nude Lipstick from Essence, and I'll just apply that on the lips as well. And that should be it for this makeup look, you guys. Super simple. So this is it for this makeup look, you guys. I hope you like it, but most importantly, I hope it helped you in any way, shape, or form, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm here for. Thank you so much for being here in 2017. I'm so excited, and it feels so weird saying this. I can't believe it's January already. I can't. My birthday's so soon! Yay! Again, it's so weird. Oh. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, I'll see you in my next tutorial very soon. Bye-bye!